Hey there, it's Brooks here from DocumentSnap.com, and today we're going to talk about how to email notes into your Evernote account. This is super handy when you're on the go and you want a fast way of capturing information that you've either received by email or maybe you have a link to a website and you just want to send it in. It's a really great and, in my opinion, underused way of getting stuff into Evernote. So you may or may not know this, but anyone who has an Evernote account already has a special email address already set up so that they can send information in. And there's a number of different ways to find out what that address is. I'm going to show you how to do it in the web interface, but you can also get to it through the Mac and Windows programs as well. So if you're logged into Evernote on the web, as I am, go up here and click on the little triangle beside your account name up in the top right. Go to Settings, and then right down here you'll see it says Email Notes To, and it will give an address, and that is your own private address. Anything that gets sent there will automatically go into your default notebook in Evernote. So we all have different addresses. You probably don't want to make yours public. That's why I've got mine blurred out a little bit. Otherwise anyone can send stuff into your Evernote. But you can actually give it to specific people, like maybe a spouse or a colleague or something like that, if you want to give them a quick and easy way of putting stuff into your Evernote as well. I recommend that you take this address and add it to your address book so that you can very easily send yourself stuff and you don't have to remember this address. So now that we've got our address captured, let's see how adding stuff to your Evernote via email works. Okay, so here I've got an email up in, I'm using Gmail, but whatever, you can use any email program or on your smartphone or whatever that you want. I just happen to be using Gmail, and I have an email here. And let's say that I want to send this email into my Evernote account. So all I need to do is click here. However you forward in your email address, go forward, and then type in your email address. As you can see, I had mine in my address book. I definitely recommend that. And hit send. So that's been sent. And if we flip into Evernote, we can see the email come through. All right, and you can see here now I'm in Evernote. I'm using the Mac client, but on the web or on Windows would be the same. And I've synchronized, and you can see here the email address, the email that I just sent through has been forwarded perfectly to Evernote, and now I've got it in my Evernote account and I can put it to a notebook, tag it wherever. It went into my inbox notebook, what I call my inbox notebook, but you can set that up in your Mac or Windows client to go to whichever notebook that you'd like. So that's great. That's a really great and easy way to get stuff into Evernote, but you actually have some control of how, when you send an email in, how it gets tagged and which notebook it can go to. And I'm going to go through that now. Okay, so I'm back here in my Gmail account, and I have this email up that I want to send into my Evernote account. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go forward. In this case, I'm just going to hit the keyboard command, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to type my Evernote email address. And then this is a little different just because I'm using the new Gmail Compose interface, but I have to click here. You probably won't need to do this in your email program, but I have to click here and go Edit Subject, which is a little annoying. And by changing the subject line, we can actually influence which notebook this emailed note goes into and which tags get applied. So to do the syntax, very simple. Let's say I want this to go into a notebook called DocumentSnap. So I'm just going to type the @ symbol and then type DocumentSnap. Now, unfortunately, this notebook does need to already exist. This won't work for creating a new notebook. So make sure you get the name of the notebook right. And then let's say I want to give it a tag of NAPO. So I hit the pound sign or hashtag or whatever you want to call it, and just type NAPO, and it will be tagged with that NAPO tag. And let's say I want to give it another tag. I just type another word, again, pound NAPO 2014, let's say. And just send it like we did before. And now let's go into Evernote and see if this worked. Okay, so we're back in Evernote. I've synchronized, and you can see here that the email came through. And you can see that it's in the DocumentSnap notebook, and you can see that it's been given the tag NAPO. Now, I actually messed up when I was doing this, but I decided to keep it in the video, and I'm glad that I did mess it up, because this will show you what happens. So you remember I gave it two tags, NAPO and NAPO 2014, and it actually put that NAPO 2014 in the title. And the reason why is because I didn't already have that tag existing. I thought I did, but obviously I didn't. So all I need to do is give it the tag NAPO 2014, and I'll get rid of this here. And that is what happens if you do it, if you mess up and you do this without having the existing notebooks and tags. It'll just keep it in the subject line for you. So it's a good way to see what's not working. So that's how to email notes into your Evernote account. For more going paperless tips, head on over to DocumentSnap.com. Thanks a lot.